China's airspace. Infidel!
Welcome, Commander.
الأسطوري الجنرال ريفنجر.
Oh my. Whoa.
Carpet coming in from SiZe. Oh my god. Actually is in danger. Talk to me, he says. And he gets it. Well played there by Excal. Good at hunting.
What is coming? Where's the technical? All right, between the forces. Well done here. Kills the 2 full outposts.
Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero. Welcome to the World Series 2025 round number 2. We are back here with the 2 nemesis as Fargo against Big SiZe in the best of 11 in this round 2 of this over $25,000 World Series now. World Series 2025, I think the biggest ever tournament 0 Hour has ever seen. We're only a few minutes away from seeing these 2 titans go at it. Big SiZe, I think, only reinstalled 0 Hour a few weeks ago, and Fargo only joined this tournament at last minute too. And yeah, we're going to see these 2 go at it in just a few moments. Right now, we're over on the zhworldseries.com website. You can find this link in the description so you can see all of this yourself. We are in a second, not yet, but in a second, going to look at the bracket. I'll give you a big warning when I do in case anyone doesn't want any spoilers. We will keep it open for 30 seconds. But just before we do that, I'm just going to show you some of the things on this website. So yeah, we won't click bracket just yet, but if you want to see like the leaderboard, which is actually the prediction leaderboard, I think, which actually may be a little bit confusing now on the website. But yeah, you can also go over to information and find out loads of stuff about the World Series. It's pretty cool that Joker has made this, and you have all of the World Series stuff all here in one place. And when you want to see like what matches there are, so we can click matches here at the top. You can see like what matches is going on. So here's my name. I'm going to be streaming this in English. You just click that link. You've got Staz doing this in Russian today as well. And we're probably going to have Blair doing it in Russian as well. And then all of the matches here and all the ways that you can watch these matches. Yeah, in previous years, I've done every single match. This year, I just didn't have the energy for it, especially in the early rounds. There's just so many. I think there's like 128 matches. So this is actually the first time I'm actually seeing the World Series. I don't think I've even watched, to be honest, one match. I think I've like skimmed through. So this is since the live draw. Now we're finally getting back into it. My round number 1 against Siblis also fell through. Siblis delayed until the last day, and then has not played it for whatever reason. Okay, we're gonna for the next 30 seconds look at the bracket. So mute this for 30 seconds. We won't look at it for longer. Turn it off, whatever you want to do for 30 seconds if you don't want to see any spoilers. We have to look at where the players have come from to get to this point, even though it's only round number 2. Okay, we're in the bracket. So as if you want to see this, the link is in the description. You can see this for yourself. It would be cool, actually, if it said players remaining up there, you know, instead of status. Players remaining would be pretty cool. But over on the left-hand side, hang on a minute. Where are we? I think we're on the right side, actually, aren't we? We've got me and Maricard down there. But if you want to see all of the matches, obviously, a TBD, to be decided, is still yet to be played, but a load of matches have already taken place. How do I go right? I have to use the arrow keys. And then over here, trying to keep it in 30 seconds, we've got Boyka and Tensor have already played. Hummy and Truck have already played. And then over here, this is where you've got Fargo and SiZe. So Denmark against the Lithuanian Llama. All right, we're going to close that now. So that's hopefully within 30 seconds. As I said, if you want to find out like about the maps or absolutely anything, you can find out everything about this tournament here. Round number 2, for example, best of 11. Everything is in here. All right, let's get into it. Let's go into game. Okay, there we have it. We have the players here already. Oh, actually, we need to choose. I need to spin the wheel to decide who picks first map. 1 sec. All right, so we need to. We're gonna go on the famous website that I found many years ago. Wheel of Names is the website of choice. We've got Fargo or SiZe. Who's going to choose the map, and we are going to spin it to find out who's going to choose the first map. It is going to be Fargo. There is a beefy map pool. I think it's like, is it 15 maps? So we're going to have Fargo there choosing the first map. Okay, Fargo, choose first map. And then from round 3, there's just going to be this new system that you see like kind of in Counter-Strike. You know, where you have like a map pick and a map ban thing. That's going to be a new thing from round 3, I believe it is. Yeah, there was a little mistake on the website that says quarterfinals, but it's actually going to be from round 3. Welcome everyone in the chat. I think it's the first time I've streamed in like a week or something. When I haven't streamed for like a week, I always panic when I turn my computer on and go to stream that something's not going to work. You know, like a Windows update or something. Something. Sometimes you have a Windows update and Radmin just doesn't connect for some random reason. So I made sure to restart my computer a few times here. Piddock says in the chat, 64 matches, not 120. Yeah, true. Actually, yeah. Was there 1 year where it was 128? Or am I imagining that? There was definitely 1 year where there was 128 matches. Maybe this shows us 64. Yeah, I'm thinking of previous years. Okay, waiting for Fargo to choose. Taking his sweet time as usual, Mr. Fargo. These two have clashed a few times in the World Series. 2024, last year, I can't remember if they did clash or not, but 2023, didn't they clash in like the quarterfinals? Who do I think is going to win? I honestly am not kind of sure, actually. I know in the poll, 57% of you have picked SiZe to win based on almost 200 votes. The reason I'm not sure is because I haven't seen both of them playing super recently. I played SiZe on stream like 2 weeks ago. You can go back and check that on my channel. But that was SiZe's first day back, and I think he was a bit rusty. I think since then he's been spamming a bit, and I saw one game against Tumstep where he was doing very well. But Fargo has been quite inactive until recent weeks. It all depends on like the kind of caliber and activity versus good players over the last couple of weeks. Okay, he's picked Vendetta. So yeah, just based on the very recent activity, let's say the last 48 hours, Big SiZe has been spamming against Tumstep non-stop. And Fargo's just played a couple of games against Ibuka, which I just saw him playing before. I probably would pick SiZe. I literally think it's that close between them. I think it's very dependent on the last few days of activity versus strong players. I think that's how close it is, and that's why it's hard to pick. So I'm gonna pick someone. Oh, we're doing in and out anyway. It's going to be close, man. It's going to go to Decider. Decider, from my memory, was a China mirror on Tiny Tactics. And if it goes to that, I have to pick SiZe as the king of China. Okay, so based on that, then, you heard my logic. Based on that, we're going for the legendary big SiZe. But I honestly think it's super close. I think the last time they played, didn't Fargo knock SiZe out? Just remember that USA mirror they did. It was on... Was it Desolated District? When SiZe did 2 supplies, War Factory Barracks, and Fargo dropped both supplies and basically wrecked all his Chinooks and knocked him out very, very quick. I think that was them 2, wasn't it? It's funny how you remember all these games many years later. Okay, big SiZe is here. It was a nuke versus super weapon. Yeah, a few years ago, Brian Kinley says it was semi-final matchup. Yeah, it was either semi-final or quarter-final. Air versus USA is not banned, but it can be vetoed by any one of the players. So if they get Air versus USA now, someone can just say, oh, I don't want to play it. Reason is significant imbalance. Air Force's win rate against the USA's is like 90 or 95%, basically. Okay, well, I don't know where Fargo's gone. Vian in the chat says, is it just me or is the sound very low? It shouldn't be low. Try turning your speakers or your headphones up. If anything's low, game sounds might be a little bit low. If that is the case, tell me in the chat and I'll adjust it. But it should be 99% there. I did a quick test before. Yeah, obviously we're not in game yet, so I don't know where Fargo is. We're 10 minutes late. Fargo's gone AFK. He's either in a skirmish trying to come up with a build order, or he's checking his replay bank or strategy book for a strat, or sorting out some issues back at home. I don't know. He's here. He's taking his color. Needs to take his faction. It was Super Weapon General. Catching up on the chat while we're waiting for Fargo. Stallions Dynasty said, Domi, do you know what armies they prefer? Yeah, I think SiZe's favorite army is Air Force. But SiZe does love the China mirrors as well, like a tank mirror. Yeah, China mirrors, nuke mirror. He's pretty much the king of nuke mirrors. I've watched him beat every single player in Nuke Mirror. There was like a Nuke Mirror tournament, so I think he's pretty happy playing that. Joker in the chat says, according to the predictions, according to the prediction contest, 63% of people, which is 88 people, picked Fargo, actually. Okay, that's different to the viewers. here. Lucky7 says, what happened to my first round match? Simplest didn't want to play, basically. At first, he said he didn't have time, and then he said he didn't want a loss. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't want to lose against Mara, but I'm still going to play him. All right, I think we're all ready. I think we are all ready. All right, I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit. Some people saying the sound's a little bit low. Okay, yeah, tell me if the sound is good. I did do a quick test before, and it should be all good. Fargo saying no sound. He's going to quit. Oh, wow. Wow. I like to start these bang on time, quite honestly, but when the players are faffing around, then not sure what we can quite do. There is a way to get your sound back in the game, by the way. You press the options menu, go into options, press accept, and then you're back in. Okay, Nuke against Super Weapon. I don't know if Fargo is going to know Eco or if he's going to do a normal build order. I'm quite excited to find out and see what he's going to do down in the south position. Super Weapon General. This is the blue player. This is Fargo. Up in the north position, we have the orange China Nuke. This is the Danish Dynamite. Legendary Viking. This is Big Size. Big Size going for a forward supply. 2 supplies is what it's going to be down in the south position. 2 supplies for Fargo. He's going for a more normal build order. Is he going to drop an EMP? No, it doesn't look like it. War Factory Barracks. Standard play here from the Super Weapon. Big Size, meanwhile, going for War Factory Airfield. So this, what I've seen lately, if you watch players like Excal, for example, he will famously do this more forward supply. You've got a War Factory. He'll send GATs around. So he'll send like an annoying GAT here, an annoying GAT here on the flanks, try and harass the Chinooks. And then this will be a Gatlix, and that'll fly around and try and pick off the Vs as well. So far, we have Fargo loading up a V. He has 3 MDs inside of it. First GAT is out. It is going diagonally across the map. Remember, in 0 hour, your units move faster diagonally across the map. Cover more ground quicker. I think it's something like 43 or 46% faster. First V is going low. That Gatlix is coming in, but the Gatlix does not have the GAT actually upgraded yet. But over on the left-hand side, the Chinooks are already taking damage. Fargo realizes pretty instantly and pulls them immediately away. On the right-hand side, we have a Dozer going into the main base. We'll look to try and build an EMP if he can afford it. V moving through the Dozer just there. V taking quite a lot of damage. Dozer is in the base, but I don't think he has the cash to build an EMP right now. He's also being significantly harassed over on this left-hand side. We've got a Gatlix flying around the left. A Battlemaster goes down inside of the main base. Fargo looking under quite a bit of pressure, I would say. But has he lost any Chinooks? I think the answer to that is no. He is holding. He is holding. If he gets attacked there on the right now, then that GAT can just get laser locked. EMP is building. I think Fargo's doing it, you know. He's holding everything. He hasn't lost any significant battles, I don't think. Hasn't lost any Chinooks. I'm building an EMP inside of SiZe's base. Troop Crawler is out, but that probably needs to be going back to deal with this. SiZe is not real. Oh, he's gone low power, though. Okay, he's gone low power. He's not upgraded the cold fusion on his power plant. Gat comes in trying to do some damage against the Chinooks, but it probably targeted the wrong one there because they're both kind of low now. This Helix is on the run. EMP now killing the trucks. SiZe will look back in his base. I think, oh my god, how did I miss this? All he needed was one Battle Master there, and he could have stopped that. Fargo is going to lose this power, though. Even if all of them Vs come back right now, I'm pretty sure that power is still going to go down. Power does go down. Ambulance extremely low. Dozer on the left side is going to go down, and that's going to be a bit of a weird situation now because the only power now is going to be from there. And Fargo is going to get hunted by that Gatlix. So Fargo is in a bit of a weird situation. This is a bit of a weird game. SiZe has also expanded over onto the left-hand side. This is SiZe really at his kind of peak. You know how it looked quite over when that EMP was getting up? But all of a sudden now, he's got Fargo hunted, low power, and expanded over on the left-hand side. This is a legendary big size that we do know. But the V-Blob is intact. That's what Fargo has been doing well. Even though he's low power now and hunted, he does have this big V-Blob. He's preserved all of the Vs. He probably wants to get a flamer somewhere into the base. Somehow, if that is even possible, and start flaming down some of these buildings. The Gatlix has come in. There's two Gatlixes. Laserlock comes in. Most of the MDs, if not all of the MDs, are dead. But only 3 Vs remain. And only a few MDs inside of one of them. That one happens to be a Vet 2. But we've also got another Vet 2 and a Vet 1. So still anybody's game. But that is going to be extremely difficult to deal with. Because these Vs are better now. Even without that, ambulances are going to be pretty difficult to deal with. Fargo is only collecting on one Chinook. War Factory if SiZe goes down. SiZe is sending Battle Masters back. He might get the ambo there. In fact, I'm pretty sure he will get the ambo. Another Helix is ready, but you don't want to send it to them Vs just yet. Oh, SiZe, what are you doing? Sends his lick straight to his death. That's probably GG now for SiZe. Gave it a really good go there. Hunted Fargo and got him low power. Barracks goes down.
Holy crap, we have a mega donation.
Omar, thank you for the donation, man. Appreciate it. Battlemaster coming in.
Yo, Domi. Even to Fargo versus SiZe equals Ma'akar wins.
Nice comment, man. Appreciate that. The airfield. Oh, spawn the mines. Now, the cool thing about the airfield is when it spawns mines, you do get a massive, massive coverage. And those Vs are kind of stuck now. Fargo's probably going to leave them. But knowing Fargo, he is also capable of panic moving all of his Vs. And he still might move them and lose them. But he just needs to wait it out. Those mines will disappear. Marikar in the chat says thoughts on former semi-final matchup being round 2 now. I mean, yeah, whether you see these players clash in the semi-final, quarter-final, whatever, we still see them at the end of the day. If they're going to go out in round 2 or in quarter-final, semi-final, one of them's going to go out at some point. But yeah, I get the picture. Generally, you want the bigger players to clash later on in the tournament. Okay, Battlemasters continue to stream in. Fargo still has MDs, still has a barracks, still collected on 2 Chinooks. But I think SiZe can't really do much more now. Even if he got a few more Battlemasters out, I don't think he's collecting anymore. He is giving it a really good go here, but there's Pathfinders out. Doesn't make much of a difference. But as long as there's just even 1 or 2 Vs with a few missile defenders in, these Battle Masters will not be able to do anything. But SiZe did really give a good account for himself there. GG from SiZe. No GG from Fargo. And that is all she wrote. GG. We will see the reverse, of course. I think overall the win percentage for Super Weapon against Nuke will be positive. Don't know it off the top of my head, but I think you would prefer to have the Super Weapon, even though the Vs are more expensive. It balances it a little bit more than if it was like Air or USA or Laser, for example. I think overall still you prefer the Super Weapon. Okay, I was just trying to find the win percentage, actually. Super Weapon against Nuke, it's a 62.4% win rate. That's based on ZH Ladder, so all the competitive matches. That will include more newbie games and more top-level games. It might vary a little bit at kind of different levels and different maps, but overall, we're looking about at least a 60% win rate for the Super Weapon. So down in the south position, we have the orange, the Super Weapon General, the Danish Dynamite, or the Danish Viking. This is the orange player. This is Big SiZe. Up in the north position, we have the blue Nuke this time. China Nuke. For the Lithuanian Llama, this is Fargo. He started very, very well, very, very confident. If you remember back to the start of that previous game, he wasn't losing Chinooks, and even though he was losing a little bit of HP on the Vs, he wasn't really losing the Vs. So his preservation of units and control generally of the Vs, preservation of his Chinooks was all pretty good, and the laser locks were good too. So far, so good there for Fargo. But like I said, 62-ish% win rate for the Super Weapon General. You are expecting that win. Let's see what Fargo can do with the nuke. He's got exactly the same build order, and SiZe has got exactly the same build order for the Super Weapon. There is a bit of mind games going on, by the way, when Fargo doesn't say GG. He wants the opponent to say GG and just leave them to think about that loss. Like a bit of disrespect. That's my opinion anyway. Otherwise, he would probably be saying GG like 99% of other players. 1 MD gets lost there. Not the greatest of micro, I don't think, on that V. I don't think it needed to go that close, but either way, that gap gets handled. There's a gap and a helix coming in on the right-hand side. The difference is that SiZe has sent this V all the way around the back. Will that leave him exposed with less units in his base? Will it come back to bite him here? It's quite a loaded V. At least 3 MDs inside of there, I would say. He is killing that back supply, so he just needs to hold. But can he hold? There's already a troop crawler here. Gatlix, that needs to be laser locked instantly. Would say the laser locks are probably slightly better from Fargo. But I would say that SiZe is in quite a bad situation now. Both his supplies are getting camped, and his production is camped. So that looks pretty good for Fargo. But how is Fargo going to deal with this V inside of his base? Because he has lost the supply. The V is extremely low, though. So Fargo doesn't really need to make that many units to take down that V. But I think Fargo might have converted that to a 2-0. Laser lock's kind of nice there, but he's losing MDs in the process. 2 MDs do survive, but Fargo's still collected on 2 supplies. He's got 3 trucks even on this left-hand side supply. GG already from SiZe. Well played there to Fargo. And again, no GG from Fargo.
You have been
Fargo's
defeated.
just looking more on point. Maybe SiZe hasn't recovered back to his normal self just yet from when he reinstalled the game only a few weeks ago. 2-0 for the mighty Fargo. Okay, on to third match. That was Fargo's map. So now Big SiZe will choose his map. Welcome all the viewers in the chat, by the way. Even though I am not replying to all of your comments, I am reading pretty much all of the comments. Welcome to Boyka, Tank Buster, Khalid, Blitz 101, Raja, Jacob, Firearm, I believe Pidox is in there too. Joker, welcome to everyone, all the Game Replay staff. You are hosting all of this tournament as well. It's not a hard job. Sorry, not an easy job, I meant to say. Okay, SiZe map. Yeah, I think one of the most impressive things is the new website, actually. ZHWorldSeries.com. Link is in the description. You can find out all the World Series information there. Big SiZe wants some... Okay, I remember... Wait. Does he not have the latest map? Let's check. Okay, Kuju Okawa. How does he not have the latest map? It is V3 we're supposed to be playing. It's the first World Series where we had to have...
crap, we have a mega donation.
Where we had to have instructions on how to pronounce the map names.
Domi greater than all 0-hour players.
Omar, thank you very much, man. Omar Fargley for the donation. I turned the alerts off just for this stream. So it doesn't distract the players. For some reason, the sounds still seem to work. But either way, thanks for that donation. Appreciate it. Tommy owns all 0-hour players. Not quite sure that's the case. Kuju Okawa. I think. Something like that. Rather than having instructions on how to pronounce the map names, it would have been better to have instructions on not having loads of crazy map names that nobody can pronounce. That might have been a better a better rule set, no? I actually thought Kuju Okawa would be a real place like in Japan or something, but I just googled and apparently it's not. And not quite sure where the players are. We're just waiting for them to come. Staz is very promptual. Staz is streaming in the Russian language. Yeah, Omar, appreciate them donations, man. Thank you very much. Mahmood, welcome to the Wood membership of the channel as well. Fargo is China. SiZe is GLA. I actually really like this one. China GLA. Because I just like the mass helixes. If you jump on top of the quads and get the quad numbers down, China has a good chance. Especially if your name is Marika and you're playing the China. On the flip side, though, I have seen GLA just kind of do an eco boom on this map, take the map and just camp it out. And I think if played correctly, I don't really think the China should be able to win. But nobody's perfect. Even though these are some of the best players in the game, nobody plays the game absolutely perfect. So, oh, Fargo hasn't loaded there. That is a shame. I can't wait until the next World Series is on Generals Online, by the way, because hopefully by then every single connection issue and every single bit of lag will be eliminated. Okay, I just closed the game. We'll just reopen it just for speed.
Challenge everything.
Terrorist base destroyed by America.
Yeah, there's a few maps in the World Series that are not ranked, by the way. But just because they're not ranked doesn't mean they're not good. I mean, the ranked map pool doesn't get updated that often. Yeah, Zezon doesn't like to update that list of ranked maps. Hopefully in the future, though, won't just be reliant on going through Zezon. Hopefully it'll just be done through like Generals Online and like a committee of map checkers. So hopefully in the future things will get updated a lot quicker. Okay, over on the left-hand side, we have the China Vanilla, the blue player. Incoming supplies, a bit different this map. Over on the left-hand side, the blue player, this is Fargo. Over on the right-hand side, we have the orange player, the GLA. This is the legendary Big SiZe. And he is fighting from behind now, 2-0 down in this World Series. Sometimes, from my experience of playing SiZe, sometimes he does start a little bit slow. I don't know if it's because he's cold, he's not warmed up, or whatever, or he just needs to get psyched up. But sometimes you can be like 3-0 up against Big SiZe, and by the time you know it, you fall 3 down. So don't underestimate him. Don't count him out. He also does like GLA. He also chose this map, indicating he likes it or is strong on it. So let's see what he can do here with the GLA. I imagine GLA against China is probably going to be like a 65% win rate, there or thereabouts for the GLA, just similar to that previous matchup we saw. So let's see if Fargo can do it with the China. He's gone for double barracks into an airfield. The difference with this map, you start with a crate. I can't remember exactly how much it is. It's like 2k-ish or 2.5k. So it is quite different. I think it's 2.5, but don't quote me. Truck rush here from Fargo. He's got 1 worker so far. Got a 2nd worker. 3rd worker, 4th worker. 4 workers. Pretty good truck. Truck is worth 600. It is also significantly delay in size. That's the main value you're getting out of it. But it's also killed at least $800 worth of workers there. And slowed his economy while he has to rebuild them at an important time in the game. Got Big SiZe coming in with a technical up at the top. It is a vet 2 already because he killed that truck. He hasn't got many workers here. He's actually pulled some of the workers away. I think SiZe just isn't fully... Even though he's showing signs of greatness, I just don't think he's back to his full normal self. You see how these workers are just not collecting? Little tiny things like that. Got a TNT coming in here. This those is going to be left. SiZe is getting oils. Fargo also getting oils. He's got a bunker here with the mines. This tunnel gets stopped. SiZe already coming in now with 3 quads, Wanting to put on the pressure here. Needs to cancel that tunnel, get his $800 back. Yeah, some people don't like this map. I saw in the comments someone says this is a trash map. I actually think it's pretty good. Of course, with every map, some of you like it, some of you don't. Flamer there gets picked off. It is taking down RPGs though, so as long as you're taking down like I don't know, six RPGs for a couple of flamers, let's say, I think it's pretty good. I do think the Dozer hunt should come in a little bit more. I think I don't know if Fargo started with 3 dozers actually. I wasn't paying attention at the start. It does look like a 3 dozer build because I think that's one there that's gone down, but there's still 2 more and a war factory here. Flamer there at the top gets picked off. SiZe is really good, really exceptional at the quad spam, getting out a decent army. But it also looks like Fargo playing exceptional here with the China. The difference with this map is as well that like a train comes and drops off supplies, so this keeps replenishing. I think it's unlimited. Although it would be interesting if we get a 1-hour game to see if it truly is unlimited. And also this building here, it's got 10k now, but that also gets dropped off money by the train as well. The GLA just has to hold on to this. It's always getting the unlimited cash. Okay, Fargo is wanting to collect from here. He might need to move that flame wall, though. He's flaming some of his own stuff here, a tiny little bit. But I'm afraid that truck might move into the flame wall in a second. That flame wall is extremely close to this bunker. I don't quite know how that bunker's still 0%. There you go. SiZe coming in with quite a big attack. He wants to kick Fargo fully off this before he establishes himself inside of that bunker. But I don't know where Fargo's paying attention. Maybe it is more at the south of the map. There's quite a lot of helixes there. 5 helixes in total. There's so many helixes. There's the incoming supplies, by the way. So let's watch it. Oh, it's got 10.05. So I think it started on that 10.05, and it just keeps getting replenished back to it. SiZe also has this repair bay here in the middle, so he's getting like a free junk repair. All of this has been pretty much cleared, but it is rebuilding slightly. Would like to see Fargo get a propaganda and get the subliminal messaging. Yeah, SiZe still has a lot of quads, but there's also a lot of helixes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming in. SiZe is out of position with his quads. He's mostly here. Is he going to manage to pick off 1 licks? No. You are low. We have a Jean-Miguel running into the flames. This is what I mean. I don't know if SiZe is 100% back to normal. Luckily, that Jarman does survive. If you can get power, camp it out. That could definitely seal the deal. Increase the build speed of the GLA significantly. SiZe is building loads of tier 1 units, Scorpions, and quads. Fargo's sticking with the trusty helix spam. He has more helixes than I've seen in this matchup in a while in a 1v1. Yeah, people in the chat have said that supplies are unlimited. Yeah, I did think it was unlimited. There's one map where it does run out, though, isn't there? Was it Seasonal Conflict? I think it is. Helixes are coming in. There are so many helixes. I think it's literally 1-for-1 helix for a quad, and all of them get wiped. SiZe immediately now going back inside of his tunnel. Does repop from back over here. One of the elixirs is going low, but it still escapes. Elixirs are coming back in. Is SiZe going to commit? Massive, massive quad versus Lix fight, and I think the quads are just going to get it. No, they're not. The elixirs get it, only just. But I think that's probably worse for Fargo, isn't it? Because he's had his Lix count reset, and those are some expensive units. And Big SiZe will now be getting the cash bounty because he is over level 3. Fargo, actually level 4. SiZe's oils are taking a beating. SiZe getting that free junk repair, though, from the repair bay, remember. Another 3 elixirs come. There's 4 elixirs now in total. Those elixirs are committed. They're going deep into the base. Kill another tunnel. Now going into the main base. These quads are going to get a little bit trapped, but there's 4 quads here. Flame is pushing at the top. Fargo expanded down at the south. I think Fargo will evac and then go inside of that, and he's going to be able to kill a whole bunch of stuff here. I don't know if even though those quads will be able to clear it. Does he have AP bullets? He does. And he has junk repair. Plus, he still has the repair bay there in the middle. Fargo throwing everything at SiZe here. SiZe will be able to clear this bunker. I'm pretty sure it's going to be close, though. There's a lot of quads dying in the process. It's like a mutual assured destruction. Every quad going down, but SiZe does clear it in the end. SiZe lost both of his oils. Flamer has died over here. SiZe still got 1 market. He's got a bunch of workers here. Needs to reclaim this. But Fargo is collecting now on this south position. Yeah, and considering it's unlimited, if you hold that position for China, you don't need to make the hackers. Artillery now coming in. I think SiZe needs to focus on that flamer, because if that flame war begins, he's going to lose a lot of HP on all of these quads. Flamer does pretty much kill all of the quads. SiZe only killed 1 Gatling cannon. I don't think it's the best there from SiZe. We know SiZe has got more in the tank than this. That was actually only a fake. Scudstorm is damaged. The fake market is dead. All of the markets are dead now. And now oil, most importantly, is dead. But we do have a Big SiZe dozer. He's ran away with it, but he's not dropped a power. Don't know if he needs the power, because I don't know if he's got the money for it. What has Fargo got behind this? He's got some napalm mix. He has some flamers, but not that many units. Still is anyone's game. It probably more so comes down to the support powers and the battle around this area. Here comes an EMP. Disables most of the quads. There's still a Vet 3 there, though. And Fargo maybe messed that up a little bit, because that was like 3 or 4 MiGs. All struggled dying to a Vet 3 quad. I don't know if some of them hit this tech building, which is actually... Isn't it a tech building? It looks exactly like the tech building from CNC3. Just a little bit bigger. Yeah, it is an edge of your seat game, this one. That's a... That's a normal flamer, not firing the black napalm, weirdly. Fargo is level 5. SiZe desperately needs to hold on to this top position. Another tunnel there gets finished. Gatlix and the Bunkerlix, but I'm not sure if that even has any units inside of that Bunkerlix. Fargo is throwing everything here at this position. Couple of Scorpions there pop. He's loaded the tank hunters inside of the wrong helix. Switches them now. SiZe is going to get kicked off this supply. He is. There's a quad back here. Does come down to fine margins, though. Maybe if that quad battle down there, if you didn't throw away all them quads, could still be in this. But you got to remember that SiZe no longer has any oils, whereas Fargo is on 3, but maybe about to lose 1 there, deep in the back of the base, top left. Yeah, Fargo has thrown absolutely everything at the GLA here. But still, the quads with AP bullets, that's all you need still. And all you need is one wrong move from the China. Too many helixes into the wrong position. And 1 quad pop. And it can all go south from that position. But that Scud Storm is also counting down. We've got 2 minutes until it will fire. These quads are standing in the flames, though. And they are all burnt to a crisp with the help there of the MiGs. This is some legendary play here from the China. That is Fargo. Definitely he's playing on a high level here. 100%. SiZe is looking under immense pressure. He's still got that Scud Storm. You have to imagine it's going to be there. There's no real better target. He's already killed that oil deep in the back of the base. I mean, you probably could hit there as well, but I think it's hard to make a case that those double oil position... that definitely is the #1 position. Yeah, SiZe did build the power plant, so we can build it like 95% increased speed now. Yeah, is he getting the cash bounty? Actually, that's a good question. I assumed he was, but if he's not, that's then a huge mistake there from SiZe. I think he does have it. But that Scud Storm, let's face it. Yeah, he is getting the cash bounty. He got 144 for killing the Flamer. The Flamer has a 10% discount from the refinery. But yeah, this is a really nice combination of units here. The SiZe making a bomb truck here. I just don't feel he's fully back at his normal level, but I feel like Fargo is playing close to his maximum level. But yeah, we'll see how the reverse goes, but it doesn't look like SiZe is going to be able to pull this one off. The map is covered in blue. SiZe is desperately running out of cash, running out of buildings, running out of units. This is absolutely over. There's only 4 quads left. If Fargo just decides to go in, that is it. He's done. Both players got about the same amount of cash, just under 2,000. Remember, these supplies are unlimited. Although that's mined out at the minute. When the train drops it off, it should go back to 10k. But those oils have been in place since the very beginning of the game. Yeah, there was a tunnel inside of the Scud before. GG from Big SiZe. Any GG from Fargo? Looks like no. He is fully in kill mode. Yeah, there were several tunnels protecting the Scud. There was one right in front of it. But nothing SiZe was able to do. There was like 4 flamers there, 3 helixes, like 4 MiGs, and there was like 1 Scorpion, 1 tunnel to defend it. So, yeah, shout out to Fargo. To credit where credit's due. That was some nice China. I think if that was to be replayed and one of the best players to take over is the GLA, maybe a fast TNT is something I see quite often on those oils to get them out early. So make 5 TNTs inside of a technical. Go to this side here, where my mouse cursor is now, and control fire the middle and get both of them out nice and early, and then camp it out. But yeah, there was a few bad quad engagements there from SiZe. Yeah, Hermie in the chat said a couple of times he prefers the China here. He thinks China has the upper hand. I do think China does better in general when there's a lot of oils, because you make the red guards, spread them all around. I do debate, though, whether China is better. I think if you saw Marikar playing the GLA, for example, or Lift Truck, I think it might be a different story. I think if GLA, like I said in the beginning, if GLA plays perfect, I don't think China should win. Just think about it. The TNT on the oil, get both of the oils out quick. I mean, try to go for a dozer hunt or some light harassment, whatever you want to do. You can also do a tech RPG and drop off a worker at that top left position, get inside of that bunker, maybe kill that oil, force the Helix into a bad engagement, all stuff like this, and then just camp it out as the GLA. So yeah, even though you see China do well there, I do debate whether overall China is better. Generally, it's quite hard to make a case for China being better, considering it's the weakest army overall in the game. Although it is pretty fun when you're flying around with 4 to 5 full helixes, or even more in Fargo's case, annihilating quad cannon armies when they pop. That is really fun and a good feeling. You got the carpet and artillery, which is really strong as well for taking out the oils when you know there's a lack of quads to pop inside of the tunnel. Okay, so over on the left hand side, we've got the big size for the orange China player. He's going 3 dozers, and over on the right hand side, we've got the blue GLA for the mighty Fargo. Also going 3 supplies into a war factory double barracks. War factory or arms dealer is at the top right. Yeah, we've had no GGs from Fargo so far, but we had a GG from SiZe every time. Yeah, SiZe has a bit of a comeback to do, to say the least. So his 3 dozers has made 3 supplies in his main base. And he's gone for war factory and airfield barracks. I don't know if this is the most optimal strat. I probably would like to see these oils captured a little bit faster. But let's see. Let's see what the big size can do. Fargo already dropping down stingers. And it's not more forward in this position. He's actually dropping it a little bit safer, a little bit further back, let's say. First technical, usually very, very important in these high-level games. Oh, he's dropped off a TNT. He has killed a dozer, but he lost his technical. That technical would have been good just to delay that helix, which probably... Oh, it does have the bunker now, but it could have delayed the helix a little bit. Got a bit of a scout, seeing what was going on. Maybe picked off a red guard if one was being queued up. Helix comes in. It is already taking immense damage, though, from this scrapped-up quad. But it has done its work. It has cleared this bunker here at the top. And that tunnel has been taken down. But Fargo holds with these 2 now scrapped-up quads. I just think it's a bit weird how the China hasn't got his oils yet. Like I was saying before, I think that's where the advantage lies for China. That you can make these red guards and just spread them out and take all the oils very, very quick. Was a possibility of a bit of a dozer hunt there. Could have dropped some RPGs inside of there, but what is it? I think it's just empty technical. Just a bit of a distraction, which it is kind of working. SiZe is chasing it. But it is just empty. But if it had 2 RPGs, that dozer could have been dead. Now, SiZe would have had 1 left, but it probably would have forced him to make a CC a bit sooner. And be a bit more cautious, let's say. With his expansions. 1 helix here does go down. It's not going as well, I don't think, for big size as China. Fargo's actually the one with the oils. If you want to improve your level in 0 hour, if you watch at the very top level, they're getting their oils generally pretty quick, faster than other players. So if you want to improve your level, just one tip: get your oils pretty quick. Work out the most optimal way to get your oils without affecting your early game too much. You still want to do some harassment. You still want to be able to get tunnels in the right places and stuff, but squeeze out them oils, and your base and your whole game will scale up from that point. Because now Fargo is on an insane amount of cash, and he's just looking in a different league today, I think, than Big SiZe. Big SiZe now coming in with 4 helixes, but I just think there's too many quads and too many stingers already. Helixes is taking damage all over the place. Yeah, Fargo's just mega on point, and this is not the Big SiZe we are used to, I'm afraid. SiZe needs to step it up. This was his map pick, by the way. Both players are going to share this supply, it looks like, at the top. Here comes the double TNT. It is very late compared to what I thought, but still, you saw how perfect that was. There's no mines here, no protection really from Big SiZe. Fargo is playing this very, very well. He's got a palace deep in the back of the base. Make sure he doesn't get reset. That does give SiZe 200 XP for killing the repair bay. Fargo captured. SiZe only just getting his refinery down in the bottom left. Fargo already has his. Supplies are being re-dropped off. Both players continue to share this supply. Welcome everyone in the chat, by the way. Hardaway, welcome to you, man. Thanks for the comment. We're all doing good, thanks. Fargo continues to hold. He's on 2 arms dealers, building a CC here. SiZe continues to push forward with the flamers, but there's only 2 elixirs left, and they are down in the bottom left area. Fargo is creeping forward. At this point, I feel that Fargo could just build a massive line down the middle of the map of stingers and tunnels and just camp out the game. And there would be very little that China would be able to do apart from make maybe an Overlord and Inferno army. By that time, there'd be battle buses, Scud launchers, Jean Mankel. But I don't really think whatever SiZe does from this point, he can win. It needs to be absolutely perfect from the China. And I think the most optimal build, like I said, is going for the oils early in the beginning. I think that gives you such a massive cash boost. It's single elimination. There's no double elimination. Not really a fan of double elimination, to be honest. SiZe now going for MiGs. He's definitely given it a try, Big SiZe. But I feel like game number 1 was so far his best try. But at this point, you could just keep dropping stinger after stinger after stinger and stealthing him as well. Fargo has all the cash. He has worker's shoes. It is perfect from Fargo. SiZe continues to try. There's no AP bullets yet from Fargo. That is something I would like to see. Probably before his second market, by the way. Because his economy is like rock solid, isn't it? I think it's worth investing into those upgrades. Because then if you kick SiZe fully off that, then you've got this for yourself. Your economy's boosted by half a supply then. You're not sharing it with someone. Fargo continues to hold now with Scorpions. SiZe continuing to try. The cool thing about SiZe is, even though in his head here, he knows this is a loss. He knows this is 99% a loss. He would always fight. He will always keep trying. He wants to give us a show. And he's told me that before. So fair play to him. But to be honest, if this was me, I would have quit. I would have quit already because this is over. The GLA has a 2 oil advantage. A supply advantage. XP is kind of similar, actually. But the China needs to be ahead, really, to get that carpet and artillery advantage. And even then, it's still difficult. Look at this. Look at this from Fargo. He's built a CC inside of SiZe's base. And you know what that means? That is the ultimate disrespect. The ultimate disrespect in the game is building a CC inside of someone's base. If he manages to complete it and finish it, it will be even more legendary. I do feel a little bit sorry for SiZe. It's like an old-time legend going out. I don't know. He's one of the older players in Zero. Not that much older. I suppose he's probably about the same age as Xcal, actually. And Xcal's still a monster, but I don't know. It's just SiZe just past his day. I don't know. Look at this, man. He's building 3 CCs, 4 CCs inside of the base. The ultimate disrespect. GG from SiZe. Is there going to be a GG from Fargo? I don't think so. I mean, yeah, fair play. Defeated. Total annihilation so far. And even though GLA against China, yeah, in my opinion, the GLA should be winning. It's just getting better and better for Fargo there. Every game so far has been a closeout. I said game number 1. I think SiZe did have an all right chance. But yeah, GG 4-0 in this best of 11. Mahmood says, Domi, why you're not covering the tournament from the first stage? It's, to be honest, it's a lot of work, man. I've done it pretty much every year for the last, like, I don't know, 5 years or whatever. And this year I'm lacking a bit of energy. And got my own games to play. Shiva's V4, is that what it is? Shiva's Paradise V4. SiZe says not good. SiZe needs to get some energy. Needs to get some energy from somewhere. Alright, it's going to be in and out to get the armies. Fargo's not loaded again. But it is going to be laser against super weapon. And I think that Fargo's going to love that. I think he does like his USA mirrors. Especially when he's on point and being speedy like this. I'm sure he's going to absolutely love this. Dropping SiZe, trying to laser lock faster than SiZe. Yeah, he's picked this map as well. So I would imagine he's spammed on it quite a bit.
Destroyed by...
Yeah, Fargo not loaded again. I don't know what's going on, but he fixed it before. Maybe he just needs to re his game. All right, just waiting for the players to join. The rules doesn't cover it. I mean, all players accepted. I mean, realistically, I'd probably rather see a demo v nuke. I think it'll be more epic. So, yeah, if one player doesn't load, the rules doesn't cover if that matchup should be played or not. But I think we're happy either way, whether it's a USA mirror or demo nuke. I'd rather see the demo nuke, though. I think it's going to be pretty epic. Anthony85 in the chat says SiZe needs some GLA mirror. Could be the case. I think Fargo's pretty good in GLA mirror too. The famous 3 suppliers plus TNT. What do you do 3 supplies here though? You probably would actually, because you start with a crate in your base on this one, don't you? Quite a big crate. Is it never 2.5k, is it? Okay, so waiting for the players to accept, and then we will kick off. Okay, let's go. Yeah, something I've seen players do on this is, as the demo, go for loads of TNTs on the oils. That might be what we see Fargo do here. Like a fast TNT from Fargo on them oils down in the bottom left. Again, hit between the oils. This is what I've experienced myself before. Then another TNT. Go for that front oil and then the one in the base. If you get them out, that's the 4 oils of the opponent. And knowing Fargo likes his TNTs like consistently throughout the game, I do think that that's probably what we're going to see from him. Up in the top left, we have the orange China nuke. This is the big size. Whoa, that's fast, isn't it? Why is that so fast? Down in the bottom right, we have the blue GLA demolition. This is Fargo. He is going for double barracks. I imagine it's going to be TNTs plus oils. So one of them will be spamming TNTs, one of them will be spamming rebels, and the capture upgrade. The famous thing about this map is that you actually have this sneak attack inside of your base, and that quickly teleports you to this part, which is where your double oils are. SiZe obviously has the same. SiZe being his typical passive self, kept his CC. Bit of hesitation here with SiZe's dozer, but he does have a Gatling cannon being built by the oil. So if a TNT was coming in there, could be pretty bad for it, but Fargo seems to be going for very fast oils. There's going to be some light harassment and a big eco boom there for Fargo, which is actually, I expected maybe a bit more aggression, but maybe he's going to use that double barracks for a bit of aggression in the next few minutes. SiZe's dozer here is at risk. Personally think it would have been a good idea to pick up them RPGs. Would have been a good idea to stop that as well. SiZe building a war factory there at the top. SiZe not paying attention here. Could get a super tech now. SiZe lost both trucks there. I'm just not convinced this is the SiZe of old. He's giving away a super tech there and 2 truck kills very, very easily. Flamer is now out. Fargo does have a number of units there, including the tunnel, Scorpion RPGs. Flamer does get stopped. Battlemaster will be next. There's a Fargo tunnel here in the top left that SiZe will have to deal with that at some point. Battlemaster spam continues here at the top. Yeah, SiZe at the minute doesn't really need to worry about them tunnels too much. They're not providing any aggression yet, but at some point it will be a big unit pop from there, I'm sure, or all technicals just harassing, things like that. Right now, I don't think SiZe knows about that at all. I think he thinks he's in an all right position. Did lose a Battlemaster there to that bunker, maybe a little bit unnecessarily. He does have them oils. Fargo fighting back against this war factory here. Now a little bit. Yes, still more Battlemasters going down to this building. Not really any TNTs on the oils yet from Fargo, which is kind of what I expected. Super tech in action now. It's going to kill that dozer, killing some tank hunters. This war factory is getting hit. Double arms dealer for Fargo. He's spamming Scorpions. He doesn't have his repair bay. Neither player actually has their repair bay, which is a very safe repair bay on this map. SiZe does have this. And SiZe is about to find out the hard way about these tunnels in the back of his base. Yeah. He's going to think, actually, you know what? I'm doing okay-ish. But now he sees that, he's going to think, oh, what the hell? Fargo's just on a different level to SiZe today. That seems to be the case to me. Supply in the back now has been picked off. I do think this can be won both ways. I do wonder if Nuke is the more OP army here. I think the win rate for Nuke against GLA, I mean, probably depends quite heavily on the map, but generally, I think Nuke does pretty well. Especially when you combine in Helixes, the Overlord ECM on the ground, fly around with Elixirs, clearing the tunnels, force him to make quads, and then come in with Overlord's ECM. So yeah, SiZe taking big economic damage deep in the back of the base. This whole top area now has been cleared. The oils are all still intact, though. Like every oil for both players. All 8 oils still intact. Still the repair bay not captured, but Fargo is getting it now. SiZe does have the subliminal meshin, but his prop is quite exposed. Overlord taking heavy damage, but it is going to survive. Another one comes out. On this map, when you kill the refinery, supplies spawn from these trucks. So you see maps are getting more dynamic. And I'm sure now with Generals Online, source code release, I'm sure you're going to see more dynamic maps in the future as well. Not just this stuff. We're just on original 1.04 here. Someone in the chat says Fargo build a CC in the top left position. The ultimate disrespect that would be. SiZe lost his prop. He is rebuilding it, rebuilding a war factory. So the map is changing in terms of control a little bit more. SiZe now more focused on the middle rather than that position at the top. Gatling cannon is not quite going to be able to get that technical. That technical might be able to get both of the oils. Yeah, I think it is. Gets both. Kills all of the barricade there as well. Artillery and carpet up in the top position. I don't think there's enough quads. Even if he wanted to, it almost killed both of the oils even without the carpet. Carpet seals the deal. Interesting that 4 oils have gone down. 2 for either player. In the space of like 10 seconds, basically. Okay, technical goes down to the mines there. We've got Black Lotus at the top. Propaganda is back in action. Gatling cannon here. Gatling cannon here, which didn't really protect his oils. Probably, you know, in hindsight, another Gatling cannon there to protect these oils would have been worth it. Also mines as well. Bunkers and mines to stop against the inevitable TNTs. I do think, though, that the GLA is just too well established. He's going to have Demo Rebel Ambush when that completes. Scorpions on the run from the Overlords. Feels a little bit laggy at the minute with the Flame War going on. Scorpions are getting wrecked here by the Overlords. Those Overlords have done very well, and those Scorpions have done very poor. The Scorpions have basically killed a tank hunter, and that's it. Here comes another TNT from Fargo. Will SiZe be able to stop it? He does. TNT gets stopped. It's going to damage the supply, but that's it. Again, I think some mines there would be useful. It's not going to interfere with your trucks with that super perfect supply, but it will protect that oil. I do think more Gatling cannons or bunkers with mines around your oils is only a good thing. Oh, look at that TNT. I didn't even fully see what happened, but obviously 2 Overlords ran into a technical. You must have retaliation on for it to be that well executed, because otherwise sometimes the TNTs just get run over. If you want to do some Boyka level TNTs like that, turn retaliation on. With that said, though, is it getting a little bit problematic for Fargo? Because look at this Overlord spam through the middle. We're going to wait for a Demo Rebel Ambush. When these Overlords are all bunched together, I'm sure a Demo Rebel Ambush combined with a Shaman and maybe a bus pop will be the best way to deal with that. Here's some buses. You see how bunched they are now. At any moment, I think a Demo Rebel Ambush could come in. That oil is going to be the next to die. Where's the Lotus? She's missing in action right now, way back here. Demo Rebel Ambush. He doesn't have the upgrade. Why has he not got the upgrade? He's got 10k. He stole one Overlord, but I think if you sniped one, stole it, and then detonated the rest of the rebels on the army, that could have been pretty good. I think SiZe is pretty happy with that. Maybe Fargo forgot for a second that he's demo, because he's not making demo bikes either, by the way. Fargo was floating like 10k. Is he going to get overconfident? These Overlords, in my view, they need to make things happen now, because that Demo Ambush was a bit of a fail in my view. A battle bus there has been picked off as well. So I think those Overlords need to make the most of it right now, whilst that Rebel Ambush is on cooldown. Yeah, now is the time to strike, especially when you've got a bunched army like that. While the Demo Rebel Ambush is on cooldown, now is the time to strike. And maybe SiZe wants to mix in Helixes behind it. He's going for Nuke Mix. He still doesn't have the repair bay. SiZe is fully taking over all of the middle. Battle bus is going in, but he's going to step on some mines. He's got nowhere to run, really. But again, remember that Demo Rebel Ambush is on cooldown. SiZe is... is he on a timer? That army's on a timer. Welcome everyone in the chat, by the way. Gun Gear, Red versus Blue nickname. Brian Kinley, thanks for the 5 gifted subs, by the way. Battle bus goes, well, low HP. Now it's dead. 2 more battle buses at the top. Is he going to be able to get them MiGs whilst they're landed? Does he realize where they are? SiZe needs to act with them now before they get caught whilst they're on the ground. He's probably going to fly away and wait for them to come in. EMP misses the target. He does have the upgrade now on the nuke MiGs. But this army needs to make a move, man, because this Demo Rebel ambush is going to potentially level that whole army. And it's on the cooldown. I think 60 seconds-ish. Battle buses get cleared. Airfield being redeployed. About 6 trucks collecting here. TNT coming in. Is Big SiZe going to do this? He's flaming over the mountain here. But we're going to focus on this army because I swear this is where we're going to see the demo. Oh, he's not got it. He's not actually even got the upgrade. I would have thought he would have got it and realized by now, but he's forgotten that he's demo. He's forgotten that he's demo, man. This is Fargo. He has not got the demolition upgrade. I think he thinks he's regular GLA. But Demo Rebel Ambush could have leveled that army. I think he's maxed out the bounty. This could be SiZe's way back into this. Because he needs something. He does need something. And it is possible to win. In the reverse. Even if I think Nuke has advantage, it is possible to win. in the reverse. Wow, what a nuke MiG, man. I love it in Zero how crazy things just happen. Like, it just like flies into the stratosphere. And then like a few seconds later, you cannot... Yeah, there you go. They're landing now. You see it's raining? Look, there's one over there, you see? Yeah, like when they fixed everything in Generals Online and with the source code release, there'll be no weird things happening anymore. You know, like random things. Here comes the Anthrax bomb, but it's not going to do anything. It's going to go for it in the main base. So Fargo sometimes does this, doesn't he? He scouts with the Anthrax bomb and then drops the sneak. So that's purely intentional. He's scouted with the Anthrax bomb. That's what he's done. SiZe is here though with all of these overlords. Fargo still does not have the demolitions upgrade. He had 10k earlier when he failed that Demo Rebel ambush. This is SiZe's way into this. He definitely needed this. You can't go 5-0 down. So 5-1. SiZe will take that. He'll get himself over the line here, and then he needs to start thinking, how is he going to win with the demo against Nuke? Because Fargo's Nuke is going to be difficult in the reverse as well. Fargo's sticking with the buses, but he's forgotten that he's demo. He has forgotten that he's demo. Remember, SiZe has got a nuke to fire in 2 minutes as well. SiZe didn't even need his repair bay. Fargo's repair bay did go down. That flame obviously got stopped because it was flaming over the mountain before. CC will be rebuilt on the top right of the map by Fargo. SiZe's base is slowly getting picked apart. But I feel like as long as he gets a CC in an airfield somewhere, like 1 or 2 nuke MiGs, he can just pretty much stop everything. Does Jarman die? Jarman. This is not going Fargo's way. It just shows tides can turn. Fargo's Jarman was exposed there. Didn't get moved. Another battle bus. Another dream here from Fargo. Fargo cancels his CC. There was a Lotus right there. So even if he'd have finished it, it would have got captured straight away. What's the Lotus going to do now? Oh, it was the double CC strat. Okay. Fargo is known for the double CC strat. Yeah, Fargo does do it from time to time. In hindsight, this was not the one to cancel. I would have personally left that one, but it would have been better back here, wouldn't it? Because it would have been more protected against the Lotus. But Fargo quits out. No GG. That was a fierce battle, but I do think it was a Fargo throw. Fargo is known to be the one saying, "Oh, I threw a game." That, in my opinion, was a throw because he was doing very well. I think his build in the beginning worked. His aggressive tunnels in the top left, everything was good. But he forgot he was demo. He forgot his main strength as the army. No demo bikes, demo rebel ambush, these kind of things. Yeah, it does happen. It happens to us all. If you play thousands of games, at some point it will happen to you. You will forget your faction. It's happened to me. It's happened to Fargo. Maybe a slightly higher percentage than other people. But yeah, it does happen. You won't ever really forget like your Air Force, for example. But yeah, GLA and demo, they're quite similar. Demolition upgrade, demo bikes, some of the main differences. Your technicals are more expensive for demo and your quads are more expensive. But probably even right now, Fargo doesn't realize until he probably watches this stream back. Or maybe he realizes now that Fargo, that SiZe has selected demo. Okay, let's see what Big SiZe is going to be able to do. I'm predicting a 5-1 here because I think Fargo's nuke is going to be hard. I've seen him play this many times before. I think he likes the GLA in general versus nuke matchup, even if he did make mistakes there and played out a bit wrong. I think his nuke is going to be hard. But let's see what SiZe has in store. How's that give him some much-needed morale boost. Over on the left-hand side, we have the China nuke for the blue. Whoa, still too fast, that, isn't it? How to rotation speed. We need to put that down to like 10%. There we go. China nuke. This is the blue player. Lithuanian llama. This is Fargo. And over on the right-hand side, GLA demolition for the orange Danish dynamite. Danish Viking. This is... Actually, Danish dynamite works kind of nice when he's the orange demo. This is Big SiZe. Is this the comeback? Selfishly, I do want to see a comeback. I just want to see it go to 4-4, then go to a decider. I want to see the China mirror played on Tiny Tactics. But that's just me being selfish. I actually don't care which of these go through. I think over on the right-hand side is probably a favorite. So the right side of the brackets is Vivid and Lift Truck to be the favorites. However, selfishly, I would like to see a comeback. I think probably 99% of people in the chat probably would like to see a comeback. Let's see if SiZe has got the energy for it. We've got Fargo with a bit of Sim City. Going for his oils with a similar Gatling cannon. Is that faster oils, though, than SiZe? I think it is. He's done the double barracks thing, whereas SiZe didn't do that. SiZe has instead got double tunnels up here. Also going for fast oils. Worker dropped off at the top of the map. What is that technical doing? First Battle Master straight across the map. Straight up this ramp. A few RPGs here. Tech RPG here from SiZe wants to kill the sneak attack. So forget harassing the trucks. He actually wants to get that sneak attack out. And he does get it out. Does he get... Did he get veterancy on that RPG from that? Or did he kill someone else? I don't know. Oh, no, the mines. It was so good so far. That's technical, but then sillily, he just drives onto the mines. Rookie mistake there from the technical. It's much better just to play it safe. If you're not sure if there's mines there or not, you can force fire to ground and find out if there's mines. But otherwise, just leave your technical there and just don't do anything. He has to move his trucks because the technical will just attack it automatically. You don't have to chase. SiZe quite ambitiously taking that supply. Also taking this one. Making a palace pretty quick. At 3 minutes and 10 seconds. That is quite a fast palace. SiZe also got this as well. Is this the remergence? Is that a word? What's the word? Is this the resurgence? That's it. The resurgence of the big size. Not sure how the quads are going to do against the Battle Masters, though. Oh, he's got this as well. So he's got double repair bay Battle Masters. And SiZe has got single repair bay quads. Interesting fight. Overlord being sent over there, too. It's looking better from SiZe, though, isn't it? This last couple of games. So far, looking decent. I don't know about attacking that and that at the same time. Just like pick one target and go for it. I mean, it might help later if you artillery it and might get it out. I think if you artillery it, it'll get that repair bay out too. SiZe taking damage here at the front. Is expanding here. Tunnels all over the place here from the legendary big size. Someone in the chat said just make scud launchers as the demo. It is an option, but they are big and expensive and slow and clunky. And the overlords can still move. Just go close to them. And then you'll have to be careful of air units, making enough quads and stingers to stop those things as well. That supply does go down. Plenty of tunnels here from big size. He's making a CC there. Is that not a bit exposed from a Lotus? SiZe got this now as well. SiZe looking way more on point. I think that last game gave him a bit of morale, and I think he's stepped it up a gear. Is it enough, though? Is it enough? Needs to remake his workers there. Needs to get a fake market, like ASAP. As soon as you drop that palace, as soon as it's complete... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I thought you didn't have that oil. It looked neutral then. As soon as you've completed the palace, you want to drop a fake market. Instant. And also building all of these tunnels. If Fargo clears them all, it's going to give him 100 XP per tunnel kill. So just there alone is 500 XP if he clears all them. It is delaying Fargo, but is it worth him getting carpet and artillery much, much sooner? Lotus has pushed across the map. Going to capture that oil. SiZe losing ground here. Market has now been started. 52%. Fargo holds this top position. John Kelly's already here. And this is looking okay, this position, for big size. SiZe is also going to go straight in and get the prop. He's also got the CC, and he's already level 3. So Rebel Ambush is going to already be ready. John Kell, sadly for big size, drives into the mines, or runs into the mines rather, or walks into the mines, whatever you want to call it. This battle bus is still alive though, being annoying. Proper rebuilt. SiZe losing a bit of ground too. It's a mini kind of territory. Ooh, there we go. That's how you do a rebel ambush. Big size showing Fargo how it's done. It's like a territory exchange. It's not a base trade. More like a territory. Territory? Why am I saying territory weird? Territory. Territory exchange. Does the repair base stack? Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yes, if you get like 10 of them, you can imagine your units are mega, mega strong. Okay, 2 battle buses here. Demo bike. SiZe is getting the bounty money as well. I feel like SiZe just needed to warm up, you know. Imagine if he'd have warmed up like an hour or 2 before this set. We saw this from the beginning. It'd be a much more ferocious set. I feel like he just started cold. I might be wrong, but that's just what I feel. SiZe often just rocks up. It's like YOLO, just turns up and plays, no warm-up. Overlord gets picked off there. Battle busters will descend on this position. Kills the Gatling. The oils probably will be the next target. This oil's still belonging to Fargo. SiZe is here. He's built a supply. But he doesn't realize that he has to kill the refinery. This is how lazy SiZe is sometimes. I don't think he realizes that he has to kill that. I mean, it does belong to Fargo, so he might end up killing it anyway. But these battle busters are doing pretty nice. And that cooldown for the Rebel ambush will be coming in nicely. The battle busters decide to press even more forward. There's a mine drop coming in. Misses the target. Wonder if SiZe will beacon it or not, if he'll forget. Artillery coming in as well from Fargo, as well as the carpet. Oh, he does forget as well. He's just seen it. That's why you always have to beacon it. Yeah, maybe there could have been a better attempt to stop that. If there was a couple of stingers here, maybe like one quad or two quads, probably could have stopped that. But those battle busters driving into the mines, man, it makes me it makes me a little bit angry seeing them wasted. Oh my god, he's bringing another one. I don't even know. Did that one clear itself, or did he fire at him? I don't know. Yeah, set a rule to yourself. If you see mines drop, even if you think you remember, you're gonna forget. So beacon it. Control and B is the shortcut for beacon. Beacon in the middle of it, or even beacon it 2 or 3 times if you want the exact layout of the mines. That ECM will die, and Jarman has planted the bomb. SiZe could get another overlord here. SiZe got more XP. SiZe is chipping away at Fargo all over the place. Currently, both of these oils are under threat, and Fargo, I don't think he can save him. Oh, he's got a red guard. But remember, he can't use that sneak because the one in the base got shot. You've got to remember, Rebel ambush still on cooldown. I think capturing that would be a best option for big SiZe. Seems to want to destroy it. But that's like... Isn't it kind of safe now, that oil? Ish. This supply is funny, man. Chat says I'm struggling with words today. Territory. It's not a word you normally use, is it? So, if you haven't used it for a few months. Sometimes you... Territory. The thing is, some people in England would say it like that. Is that a bit over? Oh, he's got the CC anyway. Was that a bit overkill for a Lotus? Don't know. I suppose it's a spur of the moment thing, isn't it? He clicked it fast because otherwise he wouldn't be able to use it anyway. Yeah, the oils are slowly getting picked off. Seems that's like one of his most OP things, though. Demo Rebel Ambush would have leveled this. Was it really worth it for the Lotus? Yeah, I suppose it would have took a while for the CC to be remade anyway. SiZe is making progress. He just needs to deal with these overlords, and I think he's in an alright position. Still crates there. Still a supply here for SiZe. Anthrax hasn't done a whole lot. Jean-Michel continues to chip away at this, but the overlords continue to push. Luckily for SiZe, the overlords didn't go further. Otherwise, that Jean-Michel would have been found because he just seems to have been parked at the minute. SiZe still on this oil. Fargo still on that oil, which is still a little bit low from when it got hit before. 10 or 20% HP is gone. SiZe coming in with the battle busters. They just seem to be doing all of the damage in the base this game, don't they? Battle busters just continually coming in. He's going to drive into the mines, though. Whoa. It was almost the Jesus bus. Although we can walk on mines and not water. Almost, though. I think it would have been worthwhile trying to still kill this with that battle bus. See if that rebel's able to do anything. He's going to press I on it, I think. Yeah. You see, he would have got that if he'd have kept focused on it with the bus. SiZe is slowly chipping away here at the nuke. Although he is running low on cash. Two markets quite close together there at the top. And he obviously does not know about killing that. Just shows you. I mean, it probably did take me a while, actually. Do these maps need instructions, or does someone need to write to SiZe about how to work these maps? Because, yeah, unless you kill that and figure it out, or someone tells you, you don't realize, but you have to kill that refinery and then these crates appear. Mine drop in the main base. Remember the demo rebel ambush, probably halfway off cooldown. Both players now trying to collect off these crates, but that one has only got 1,200, and this one's got quite a lot. This one's got like over 10k. You need a worker there to clear some mines. It's going to use a worker and an RPG. You might lose the RPG to the mines, though. No. Oh, he does. Can I say electricity? There you go. I got that right first time. Yeah, I know about the train supplies. I do think it's a little bit controversial, though, that you've got these little secrets in the game that aren't necessarily known. Like I say, I probably played this map like 10 times before someone told me that killing the refinery spawned the supplies. So I do... but SiZe is also mega lazy, so you're expecting him never to know anyway. I'm not sure what that rebel ambush was, by the way. Another bad rebel ambush, by the way. Yeah, real bad. Yeah, so I do think it's a bit controversial. There'll be the group of people saying, oh, well, you just expected to play the map and figure it out just like everybody else. But yeah, like the first 10 games I played on it, I didn't know about it. Were those 10 games fair? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, there will be a group of people that say all maps should come with instructions. Players should get direct messages about how it works. Hang on a minute. Didn't he just have rebels? Why were all them rebels there?
You have been defeated.
Maybe they... Oh, they were from the Lotus one. And Fargo rage quits. Or just doesn't GG out. 4-2. 4-2. Are we seeing the resurgence? The resurgence was the word. The resurgence. The comeback here of the legendary Big SiZe. 4-2 is the score. The set has heated up to a whole new level in the last minutes. Okay, units destroyed. Loads more for Fargo there. You're expecting the GLA to lose more, like workers, rebels, things like that. Cash, a lot more there for Big SiZe. What a nice game that was. I'm so glad that we saw that instead of a USA mirror, because remember the game that didn't load, it should have been a USA mirror, but Fargo didn't load. It could be already over if it was the USA mirror. It could have been 6-0. Just shows you how these random little things do change sets. I mean, maybe SiZe would have won it 2-0. I just doubt it. USA mirror there. Okay, SiZe's map will be next. Will he choose something like Tournament Desert, where he is... well, he called Tournament Desert his second home. Let's see what map we are going to be on. And potentially... Is this the biggest set of the World Series so far? Blue hole. Okay. Blue hole. Interesting for Big Size to choose a big macro-y map like that. Although, that said, I've seen him on it a few times. He does play pretty good, but... don't know. Would have expected a TD, but yeah, maybe he likes Blue Hole. We got another GLA versus China, but Demo versus China.
You have been defeated.
Demo v China. Is that exactly what we had before? Or was it GLA China? I can't remember now. I can't remember if it was GLA versus China before or Demo versus China. Fargo won that both ways. But what we just had was a nuke against Demo, and SiZe won that both ways and now has the momentum. So, yeah, things getting exciting. Let's see what SiZe is able to do now. Welcome Spalding in the chat. Welcome Excal. Welcome IX, Nick Tyler. Welcome everyone in the chat. Down in the bottom left of Blue Hole, this is Big Size's map. This is the orange GLA demolition for the player that is Big Size. Up at the top right, we have the blue China Vanilla, the regular China. This is legendary Lithuanian llama. This is Fargo. Obviously still 4-2 up in a good position, but maybe lost a little bit of momentum. Maybe the momentum right now is with this guy. The orange Demo, Big Size. Yeah, more of a macro-y map. The amount of money on this map is insane. You got your 2 oils in the back of the base. Plus you got a refinery back in the base. Got a truck rusher in the middle. But then you got like these 2 oils. That tower falls and kills that, by the way, pro tip. And this oil. Is that it?
Crap, we have a mega donation.
Omar, thank you very much, man, for the donation. But then you can go for this oil too.
Yo, X-Cal, my boy, yai.
Omar, nice one, man. Okay, truck through the middle. Gives him a vet 2 technical. Is he going to scrap deny? Nope. Would have been quite a hard scrap deny, but you could maybe got that done.
Holy crap, we have a mega donation.
Tunnel going up by the oil. Trying to grab this oil too.
Such price rule. Then coming in cold like this. Size.
That was Lollard in with a 15 euro donation. Cheers, man. But yeah, I agree. He does that often. Coming in cold. I mean, he could have been warming up. I don't think he was. I think he was offline before this. But would be quite a legend if he still gets the win. Fargo's not got this oil. Fargo's also been denied this oil. So I could keep popping and re-popping there, I think. Is damaging that licks quite heavily. Fargo has both of these. Now getting this one over on the right. SiZe capturing this one, this one, this one. Already has that one. And has this one secure. Okay, I thought that quad was locked on a helix somewhere. What's going to happen with this war factory? Flamer is out. What are the 2 helixes going to do, though? If SiZe clears this position and takes out that war factory, which could very well happen, by the way, I just think that's really bad. Fargo. But on the flip side, if Fargo does manage this area, I think it's good for him. But he loses the Helix. SiZe is 83% tunnel there. Not quite complete. I've seen them play this matchup before. And I think the last time I saw it, probably it was granted a few years ago. I saw him play it before, and Fargo won it quite convincingly both ways. But I just think between these, it's just whoever's got the momentum and whoever's feeling it at that minute. I do think it is literally that close between these two. SiZe continues to fight for this position. There's no dozer there expanding because Fargo realistically could expand to that position right now. Fargo has the refinery in the top right. SiZe has expanded here. Could also probably start expanding here. Fargo continues with elixirs and the flamer spam right now. SiZe has got the artillery platform. The name of the map of the volcano that kills the helixes is Black Hell, and that is in the map pool, by the way. SiZe on the double arms dealer. Remember, he is demo, so he's got more expensive quads, 750 apiece. Flamers continue to press for Fargo. The repair bay is captured for Fargo, so his flamers are even harder to kill, but I think SiZe has his repair bay as well. He's good at capturing that on this map. Maybe some other maps not so. On this one, he does have it. Yeah, these flamers are causing a bit of a problem. SiZe will hold it for now, but some quads are going down. Helixes are on the way. SiZe looking under a lot of pressure, and especially when them helixes rock up. One helix does go down. A few RPGs inside of that, damaging this helix. Fargo continues with the flame wall push. Palace being dropped down in the bottom right by SiZe. He does have this oil now. Fargo has all of the top oils. Fargo continues the pressure. Ooh, arms dealer there. Gets shot down of big sizes. Potentially 2.5k there, depending on if that was a real or a fake. And a nice little quad pop there from Big Size takes out all of the helixes. Now that those are out and reset, got two back in the base. SiZe can relax a little bit more than he was a second ago. But still, it's a flamer and helix combo from Fargo. Yeah, I actually got mixed up then. I thought he was Nuke again like in the previous game. But he's China, isn't he? So SiZe really just needs to hold with the old Stinger and quad. This is the one we saw in Kuju Okawa, where Fargo did win it both ways. It's exactly the same matchup, isn't it? I think. Oh, that flamer. Oh, he gets stopped. He gets stopped. SiZe is collecting from here. There's another arms dealer for SiZe now. Drop down on this right-hand side. Still has this oil, but both of them oils have been ripped apart, and that's a big part of his economy. Fargo's not hunted. I think he lost one dozer from the beginning, but he still has that one, and he's making a CC now. Fargo is level 3, approaching level 4. Carpet and artillery will be on the way in a second. Another helix taking immense damage. There's flame walls all over the map, putting on the pressure. Scorpion stands in the flames a little bit too long there. What I would like to see from Fargo, now he's got that CC especially, is get a dozer to the middle and start getting these supplies. Flamers with Black Napalm versus quads, a battle we've seen so many times before. When the Flamers are all stacked up like this, the quads just take so much damage so quick. Flamers coming in all over the place. Fargo's got 8.5k. Big size got 2.5k. Here comes the artillery. Yeah, Fargo's still not collecting on the middle. SiZe only just level 3. Should be getting the bounty money. Artillery takes out perfectly one oil down in the bottom left. Flamers continue the push. Not looking good for big size, have to say. Maybe Fargo has got this momentum back. Or maybe just in this matchup, he is just the king of it. Maybe it's just that nuke demo. It didn't go his way. But just look at all them flamers, man. It's going to be very, very hard for the demo to stop that. Saying that, he is demo, isn't he? So, demo rebel ambush could be something. Several helixes are going down here as well. The quads on the right combined with the quads on the left team up to take out them helixes. Fargo's almost level 5. Loads of flamers coming in now from Fargo. Maybe a couple of demo bikes wouldn't be such a bad idea there, but SiZe doesn't have the demo upgrade. These flamers are on a bit of an awkward angle, so I don't really know about fighting that with the quads. It's going to be pretty hard, but the helixes caught out a little bit. SiZe does have some defense back in the base, but if Fargo jumps on that now, maybe there's just not enough quads. I feel like AP bullets would be a good upgrade for SiZe now. Probably even more important than this market, for example. Fargo doing exceptionally well. SiZe decided to base trade a little bit, but he's going to lose his whole main base. I don't think this is going to go SiZe's way. He might do a bit of damage with this, but like EMP, mines, carpet can chip away at this. Yeah, well played, Fargo. He's doing really well here with the Helix and Flamer combos. Pretty much the only units he's made all game is Helixes and Flamers. And he has lost a few Helixes, but he just keeps making them. Reset the quad count, and the whole base in and out of big size is gone. That's some big expensive losses that you just, just real struggle to come back from. Even if you come in with all these quads, just imagine like a carpet, EMP, combined with the mine drop and MiGs at the same time. All of this can be at least halved. Saying that though, the MiGs at the minute are not responding. Are now not the best MiG strike in the world, but I think they probably were on guard mode. Fargo expanding into the main base. Got John Miguel here for big size. But even that one flamer is still causing big damage. I don't know if the palace is full. Maybe it is. Stops that flamer. It's just going to be so hard just for one blob of quads now. And technically, it is possible. Quads do kill helixes very, very quick, especially since he's got all the upgrades now. It's just he's in such like a small position. The support powers, the flamers. So he's trying to get done what he can with these quads. Here comes the carpet, and if that's an EMP as well, it's a perfect carpet. No, it's a perfect EMP, rather. And that's it. That's all of the quads there. Do you see what I mean? Just the support power is low when you're in such a small, compact position. Well played there to Fargo. Nothing SiZe can do now. There was nothing he could do anyway, but now all of his quads have been eaten alive. That's it. That is it. GG from SiZe. Don't think we've seen any GGs from Fargo the whole time.
You have been defeated.
Probably won't see one here either. GG. Look at the units destroyed there for Fargo, and the cash collected is higher as well. Well, Fargo just needs one more victory. (5-2) is the score. Shout out to everyone watching over on Twitch, by the way, as well. We have Relax PS over there, Crossfire 97. Ogig Malman as well. Probably butchered your name, but shout out to everyone watching over on Twitch as well. Okay. SiZe has to win every game from this point. So he definitely has to win here with China. Can he do it? Fargo made it look very possible. But will SiZe be able to do it? It wasn't before on that other map, Aqua map. Up at the top right, we have the orange China. This is Big SiZe. And down at the bottom left, we have the Gilly Demolition. For the blue, this is Fargo. SiZe keeping his CC, double barracks. Do I like that? I mean, if he has an alright start and doesn't get punished for keeping his CC, I don't think it affects your build too much here. I think it slows you down dropping that second supply. Also affects how much infantry you can make if you still want to get your first unit out. You would sell your CC to get the extra $1,000, but I think this is probably one of the maps where you can keep that CC. Providing that technical doesn't run in and kill a load of trucks and really punish Big SiZe. Here's a TNT. Oh, big moment, actually. Oh, it gets stopped. Flamer straight down the middle. It is multiple technicals. He's going to go and try and stop this. That red guard really should have gone in there once he sees this technical here. Technical also from Fargo to this position. Flamer's going to head probably straight to these oils or maybe into the main base. Got multiple options. So far, so good for Fargo. He's actually killed this red guard. Got himself in here and also capturing this oil inside of SiZe's base. But Fargo does have a bit of a flamer problem. I think that flamer should just go here and just start killing the supply. But he might also head up here. SiZe has very quickly expanded down in the bottom right. He's also got this oil. Hasn't got any of these, but he does have a red guard inside of there. And Fargo is losing HP on his arms dealer. SiZe needs to turn the attention of that flame wall back. Oh, what's gonna happen? Oh my god. I think SiZe might do it there. Oh no. Oh, that's actually kind of a big moment because he could have carried on the flame wall there. It is debatable whether you should have just flame walled there and killed the supply first, killed the oil second. I don't know. You could argue what SiZe did was the best, but he just needed to stop that TNT. But I think he's too distracted back at home because both players have gone for this bit of aggression. Flamer now from SiZe in the bottom right. A few Scorpions are out, though. Kill that tower. Like I said, it can fall and kill the oil without having to deal all the damage to it. Fargo securing this top left position. Yeah, it's quite unorthodox for it to be split left versus right. I think naturally it gets split top versus bottom on this map. Tower's going to fall, but is it going to kill the oil? I don't think it is. It's not on the right angle. Kills the red guard, but that's it. Gap will kill the Scorpion. Technical gets scrapped. Could get super tech there, but he's going to lose that to the bunker. I think because this map's so big, you see a few more mistakes. Because there's so many different places to look. So if there is a map where you're going to see mistakes, probably is this one. Yeah, that oil needs capturing back. So yeah, both players are trying to put on pressure on these oils. Here's a Helix from SiZe. I think SiZe should be able to deal with all of that now. Flamer perfectly will deal with the infantry. Helix has already killed the Scorpion. And I think there's a lack of quads out. So SiZe maybe in the driving seat right now until the quads start pumping out. Here's the first one. It is double arms dealer. I think stopping that totally is a good idea. Although we do need to do an oil check after all of these battles and see who's come out on top with the oils. SiZe definitely playing it different in this match. So what Fargo did, prioritizing getting this, for example. He did kill that tower in the end, so Fargo's that oiled down. Oh, also the both oils in the main base, remember, as well. But in return, though, Fargo has that, killed that, and that one's neutral. So if we do an oil count, SiZe is about to be on 3 oils. And Fargo is about to be on 1, 2 only. Okay. Yo, Lift Truck, welcome to you. Mark Smart. Roger the Negotiator. My favorite name. Oh, this might be the end. This might be the end right here. You might be watching the last few moments of Big SiZe in the World Series. That army might just end him. Because I can't see any way SiZe is going to stop it. And when it kills all these buildings and them helixes, it's going to get XP veterancy on the units. And I don't think SiZe is going to be able to stop it. Like, what has he got right now? He's about to lose the helix to it as well. Shame about that wasted helix, because if he'd just weakened this army a bit and then came in with 4 helixes, it might have been able to stop that. Yeah, SiZe has been so hyper-focused on the aggression that wasn't expecting a monstrous army in his base that quick. I don't think that army there is quite going to cut it. Even defeating that will be a struggle, but definitely defeating this in the main base will be an enormous struggle. Excal says, does the tower, when damaged, remind me of anything? It's gone now, so I can't remember its shape. But I'm sure it would. I mean, okay, SiZe has cleared out his main base. With the help of the mines and then the helixes, he's cleared his main base. So it's getting a little bit wonky now, isn't it? Because how much of an army does Fargo have now? He's got a 3 quads toxin tractor. Yo, Alfie Ace, welcome to you. Dano, the Mano, welcome to you as well, man. Yeah, he wants to keep coming in with the quads, but the CC's being remade, and there's quite a lot of Lixers now, and I think that is clearable by the Lixers. You might not even lose 1 Lix, depending on how fast and decent the targeting is. So, yeah, all of a sudden, I think Fargo losing that big army before, SiZe is keeping himself in this. Maybe even looking 50-50. Beacon there from Fargo. It is on the mines. It's actually very surprising. Once that big army rocked up before, I could have sworn that was over. But SiZe is still here, still fighting. I mean, it's mostly like just Lixers being spammed from there into barracks here. SiZe apparently only has 1 bunker Lix there, which is only just firing now. The thing is that Fargo, because he's been clearing these buildings, is getting Vet 2 quads here and there. And Vet 2 quads do a lot more damage. Yeah, SiZe doesn't really want to let like that die to the quads, plus all these. If he starts getting like Vet 3, they're going to really wreck the Elixirs. You see, that one's Vet 3 now. They do insane damage. Fargo's cleared the whole base there at big size. I think indeed it was partly a carpet bomb as well that cleared the army from earlier. Yeah, perhaps we did miss it. Tried to capture all the details. But quads continue to push. Still a Vet 3, Vet 2 quad. A few Vet 1s in here now too. Lixers jump on the quads when the quads are moving, and that is some perfect kills there from big size on these quads. Another 5 quads moving in. SiZe just deciding to kill these oils that Fargo has captured in the back of the base. Still 1 alive. Quad's now pushing through the middle for Fargo. This back supply is going to mine out. He's not got his refinery. SiZe does have his refinery. And it's that typical battle from before. The flamers with napalm against the quads. There are scorpions mixed in as well. Lixers now coming in. Don't know if even 1 Lix there will go down. Just so many Lixers. It's now looking decent for big size, isn't he? He's approaching level 5. Several flamers moving in at the top. Fargo expanded here, but remember, he lost them oils. That one has now been killed, but he lost them oils right at the very beginning from them flamers. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Lixers. 5 flamers coming in at the top. I think the China is slowly taking over the map. All the quads moving out. That's going to probably give the go-ahead for SiZe to come in in his top left position with these elixirs. Once he sees that amount of quads pushing to the right, surely now that whole base can be cleared. The elixirs are so far just chilling. Now moving in. SiZe has got the money for a prop. I would like to see the prop in subliminal meshing, so the speaker tower upgrade can be purchased, and these elixirs can be repaired even quicker. Fargo is getting the bounty money. He is approaching level 5. That's the difference here with the GLA. Because if he gets Anthrax Bomb and Sneak Attack, I feel like that can be the swinging... the game swinging moment, or the game changing moment. Just imagine all them quads pop deep in the back of the base, for example, and then can teleport straight back into your base to defend. Plus Anthrax Bomb. He's getting very, very close. Dangerously close to level 5. EMP comes in but misses the target. I don't think it hit anything, actually. Elixirs are going to commit into the base, but most of the quads are out of position, and that flame wall is fending them off. Elixirs commit to the main base, and I think it might actually be SiZe's game, because Fargo doesn't even have a CC or enough money for a CC. Elixirs need to go back and repair, but at least one of them got picked off. Quads are still trying to chase. One of them goes down. So 2 elixirs in all. But 5 of them survived. Needs like 200-ish XP. Here comes the mix. That's really good for chipping away at the quad numbers. Even if you suicide the mix, if it then allows your helixes to come in, Fargo just quits. Ooh, 5-3. 5-3. A few people have said it in the chat. If SiZe gets the GLA mirror, it is comebackable. Is that the case? Yeah, I apologize for missing that carpet, by the way. Yeah, we try and focus on all the moments. We don't think we've missed anything all game. Even the demo rebel ambushes we've been catching. But yeah, occasionally we let slip. Hummy says again, China vanilla beating GLA. Believe me, he says. I think it's different on that map to the Kuju map, because Kuju's got less oils. Even though you start with the money crate, I feel like it's the oils where there's loads of oils spread around and the red guard can run around, and where the helixes can go over the mountains and over the water on here. I feel like a different advantage. Probably a bit of a different win rate on the Kuju. But yeah, China's not as weak as people generally think. Oh, it's so bad. In the right hands, obviously it's very decent. He wants Tournament Desert. How did I select Tournament Desert there, by the way? Don't even know. Don't even know what the hell did I press? TD. What is it? TD no bugs, no cars. That. It is. A GLA mirror on TD. No, it's not. It's laser stealth. It's winnable both ways, though. That is winnable. That's winnable both ways. That is. SiZe does like TD. It does. I'm just going to say 1 sec, actually. I just want to... Oh, no, I can't. No, I can't, can I? I can't now. I was going to quickly watch that replay back and see the carpet. But because I already pressed start on the next one. It's not my last replay now, but we will download it, though. And make up for my shitty observing. Although it does look like upload isn't working. At least for me, it's not. Yeah, okay, I've got that replay, so we will watch that missed carpet, trust me. Just gotta wait a game. Okay, down in the south position, he has to win this. He has to win every game from now. Well, actually from the last game. This is the orange USA laser. This is big size. Up at the top position, we have the blue Gillet Stealth. This is the mighty Fargo. Okay, for starters, SiZe is selling his CC, so you know he's focused, he wants to win, he's not in chill mode now because oh no, don't tell me he's not boxing. It's true, isn't it? He's not going to box. SiZe, okay, he's a bit indecisive, but he is going to box. I would say, like, normally you'd say, oh, a player is panicking. But SiZe isn't panicking. You know that's not the case. He's not panicking. What's happening is he's just being lazy. He's not thinking about his build. He's just like dropping a barracks, War Factory barracks, being lazy. I feel like that is the case. He's dropping a 5 ace on the right. He is boxing on the main. Because you don't want to get hunted. By doing War Factory barracks, you're going to get hunted by Fargo. You're going to lose your buildings. Fargo is only coming in with 2 TNTs plus 1 RPG, I think that was. So there's the TNT on the power. Now there's still 1 RPG in there. Oh no, maybe he evac'd that too. Okay, maybe he evac'd that and I just missed that. So power gets hit, power being rebuilt. Worker picked off on the left. Could very well be another TNT. Yeah, it is. And he might get Dozer as well. No. So far, no. SiZe holds. 2 more technicals coming in, though. SiZe with the evac and with the laser lock. So far, no economic damage done, though. A little bit weird on the technicals there from Fargo. Is that a bit of a panic? There's a toxin tractor coming in as well. I feel like all of this could be a bit of a panic here from Fargo. Because that just needs laser locking or maybe even not laser locking. This is just some easy kills here for SiZe now. Saying that, he's doing a bit of damage to the V. But it should be quite clearable, I think. All of that does get cleared. Another technical here coming from Fargo. But there's 3 Vs. Would say in position, but SiZe doesn't really seem ready for it. But that TNT will not get stopped. SiZe now has enough to push if he so chooses. Is he going to push? Is he going to be ruthless? Probably the best place to push is either there. Because that tower's pretty weak. He can probably just drive past that and probably not be affected by it. Or all the way down there. Go there and then to the arms dealer. Another TNT from Fargo. Very aggressive TNTs. Many technicals coming in. Laser lock comes in. A lot of V's coming back for SiZe. And he is going to clear. Oh, he's what the heck? What micro was that from SiZe, man? He just walked straight into a TNT. That might be a throw there from SiZe. That might be a throw. Oh man, he's probably kicking himself about that. Walked straight into a TNT. Because that clear up was looking quite easy and comfortable, I think, for the... what is he? Laser? Yeah, for the laser. But he just walked straight into a TNT. It was painful to watch. Yeah, you make a fire base because it's a really good defense and it doesn't require power. So if your power gets hit, the laser turret obviously won't work. Fire base is just generally good all around. But as laser, you do have enough power to make the laser turret and just run your whole base off that one. Yeah, it was going all SiZe's way, but I do think he might have thrown it a bit now. More TNTs getting in for Fargo. Yeah, stepping on that man was criminal. It was criminal. You see, otherwise that push should have been like a minute or 2 minutes before. And it would have been, look, what? He had like 4 or 5 quite loaded Vs. I also don't know whether these Vs are doing the right decision. They are delaying themselves on a supply here when I think going for the jugular, which is the arms dealer, is the best thing to do. Fargo comes in here with another TNT. He does not get the war factory, though, and I think that is probably boxed. SiZe does come in with the push. How many technicals are out, though? 5. I think Fargo can probably hold that with a few tunnels. Plus the 5 technicals. SiZe's base is pretty naked. I think that's it. I don't know if SiZe can come back from that. But we said that before. Let's not count him out until all these Vs are dead. Does come down to this micro. And so far, the technical micro does lose a few technicals for free. Tensions are high here. SiZe needs to do significant damage with this push. Does have his oil behind this. Technical's getting an okay angle on this V. SiZe on the run. Toxin Tractor is back in action. That V's dead, but these 2 V's still pretty fully loaded, but that one's going to die next. Just realized we've got China music playing still. This is a Vet 2V, but I think it's mostly held for Fargo. But Fargo is only on 1 supply right now. Rebuilding his second. SiZe coming in with a combat drop. Ambulance is going down, but he does clear it. There's a tunnel here. He needs to be careful of that tunnel. Fargo's economy has been hit because he's lost multiple supplies, but just look how many technicals there are. Another technical coming in. A lot of technicals coming in. Anything can happen when players are panicking and stuff. The Toxin Tractor rush. Oh, it's another TNT, and he gets. I don't even know. I think that one. I think that one died to the technicals, and those 2 died to the TNT. That was a good trap there from Fargo. That was good. I think too many Vs and too much economic damage has been done now. SiZe is still not collecting here. Urgently needs to get 1 V over there and just stop that RPG. Yeah, SiZe in a bad way. He's under a lot of pressure. He's pushing just with a couple of Vs now, no ambo. Does have this oil, though. Fargo obviously doesn't have that oil. There's still a random Chinook here. I think SiZe is a bit flustered. He's also not dealt with this. I think he is flustered. He's feeling the pressure. Fargo has the 3 tunnels there, 2 tunnels on the right. SiZe on level 3 now. He's on Pathfinders. Level 1 A10. In the middle, somewhere there. Might be pretty decent. In reality, SiZe could have picked up them Rangers and gone and captured that, because Fargo hasn't seen what's going on there. He's scouting it now, but really, that could have been captured. I think he actually might have. Nah, has he? No, he hasn't. It's just empty. Another V gets picked off. If the V micro was flawless, it's a big if. I think there still might be a chance, but it is a big if. Okay, SiZe has his CC. You can see more of the map now. TNT over on the left. We've got Toxin Tractor MVP in the chat. Toxin Tractor was actually doing pretty well there, to be fair. That's a lot of technicals. It's 4Vs. Completely depends on the micro and how fully loaded they are. Quite fully loaded. It's still possible for SiZe. He has lost his oil, but he has got that supply kind of back. He's still collecting on 3 Chinooks on his main. But it's far from perfect for SiZe. Got to think, even if he gets past this round, which he might not do, but even if he does, how is he going to perform against like Lift Truck, Vivid, those kind of players on the right? And then like a Marikor or an Xcal in the final. He's going to need to step it up a lot. He's stepped on a lot of TNTs here. He wasn't collecting over there for a while. He's building a strat. The game is moving into the next stage. We have a Palace. Dare I say it, man. SiZe has got a chance, hasn't he? He's got a chance. Once that S&D sets... Ooh, that could change things, though. But there is a Pathfinder there, though. Let's see. Armin says, I haven't seen you for a long time. Your voice seems different. It's possible, man. We all age. Oh, the TNT is actually on the War Factory. Interesting choice. So he's not going to reset the strat, but he's going to find the strat, though. Ooh. Only 1V goes down. He's killed that bunker, though. Oh, my God. He's cancelled the strat. He's reset the strat and knows where it is. Fargo preparing another TNT. Fargo now has his oil. There's still a random Chinook chilling there. And still 3 Chinooks for SiZe. You see, like, these mistakes, man. I don't know if he can be making these mistakes at this level and expect to get through. Even cancelling that strat, I think, is a mistake. Because he just saw his War Factory get hit. I mean, maybe he missed it. But one of these is the TNT. I think it's that bad boy. Fargo coming in with that attack to scare away that V, and then that TNT will come in for the legendary hit. SiZe currently chilling with that army. Evacs, everything's getting crushed, including the Pathfinder. Nice TNT. Nice TNT from Fargo. Palace is now finished. Some panic defensive tunnels in the main base. Those who gets picked off. It's a very interesting and kind of unique-ish game. Not like your traditional... Like the traditional way this is played is the Vs... 3 or 4 Vs push across the map. Don't step on a terrorist. Then the USA has to fly it. Those are over. Base swap happens. It settles into a longer game. And I think ultimately the USA... most of the games I've seen it usually ends up winning them. Once the base trade has happened. The fire base dropped down in the back of the base and all that. But this has been quite different. Like I said before, SiZe was wasting time on that supply kill. Comes in with a kill on the oil. But Fargo is still collecting here. Here's the Toxin Tractor, MVP. Yeah, this game has been up and down. I've fought a few times. Fargo's won this, and I fought a few times. SiZe has won this. But the reset on the strat... That's where it swung last time. SiZe coming in with a drop. He didn't actually flush it. If he'd have clicked quicker, he would have made it. He didn't. Toxin Tractor MVP coming in again. There's another TNT coming. It's actually laser tanks now from Big SiZe. There's buggies out now. Surely that's over now. There's buggies though. Even just with 2 buggies with a perfect micro. Unless Fargo makes a mistake, that's it. But I do think this is a bit of a throw from SiZe. I do think he could have won. Another TNT. The TNT is just relentless from Fargo. How's his main looking? 3,000. SiZe is now expanding to the left. I just think the buggies are usually the signal for it being the end. It's going to need like a nice A10 on them or something, or the buggies overstep the mark a little bit. SiZe coming in, trying to kill what he can. The buggies are all stacked up on the RPGs. And pretty much, yeah, every single buggy there got picked off because they were stacked with the RPGs. So tensions are very, very high here. This is still anybody's game. Anybody could GG at any given moments. Fargo's about to mine out on his main. That's going to cause him a problem because SiZe has still got 5k and he's collecting from here slowly. This is insane. Okay, strat. Strat has not been established in 16 minutes of play so far. Is this battle bus paying attention? It is. SiZe has got it laser locked though, I'm pretty sure. That strat is probably going to complete. The new angle to TNT is from here, but I think Fargo's going to really start running out of money because this is like quite long distance, or very long distance. 2 buggies. It all depends on the buggy micro again. They got stacked up on the RPGs before. You're going to bet that the Jean-Michel is inside of there. SiZe sees all of the map now. There's a new supply here on the right. I think he's got A10 somewhere. A10 here could be beautiful, maybe. Pretty sure Jean-Michel's in there. Pretty sure. Bus has gone down to the hole. Like he's trying to get some damage done, but the terrain here is awkward. It is possible to make Comanches, yeah, but it's quite the investment. You've got to make like an airfield, $1,000. Commie for USA laser is like what, 1,400 or 1,600 or something, 1,500, something like that. And even like 1 quad or a couple of RPGs can fend it off. Did the Jean-Michel go down? That is the question. I think Fargo's desperately running out of money. Oh, he's got this now though, hasn't he? Yeah, he's got this. He's got this. Wow, this is insane. I still don't know who's going to win. That building's going to get cleared. Burton is out. SiZe is more warming into this. Here comes another TNT. Probably on the left. What's in here, though? TNT gets the strat. So the strat is picked off. Power also picked off. I think someone said in the chat that 12 buildings have been TNT'd so far. That would make it 14 buildings now. But SiZe is still collecting. Although he is getting harassed here now. Fargo's nearly level 5. He's here with a Burton as well. Oh, there is a Jean-Michel. Okay, he is inside of there. Stinger getting hit next. One of the V's might get picked off. Then buggies could probably click on it. 15 latency, so it's not perfect, but it is pretty good. Chinook over on the right is going to try and clear this out. Is Fargo getting the bounty money? I'm not sure. Fargo is going to be stripped of cash. That's what's going to happen here. MVP Toxin Tractor is back. We laugh and joke about that, but it's actually pretty good for clearing the building. Well, it's come down to these two armies. Fargo, close to level 5, but will he actually reach level 5? If he kills all of that, including that Vet 3V, probably reach level 5. SiZe doesn't really have Chinooks, though. That's his last. And he never upgraded supply lines, either. If he loses that, though, I think SiZe might be stripped of cash himself. He should be collecting maybe from back here, I think. Unless he's trying to force the engagement deliberately. Bit of an awkward engagement there because the mountain. It is an insane game. I always said, you know, I actually think the level on the ladder when people play relaxed is higher than here. When tensions are so high, you've got 1,000 people watching. There's a lot of money on the line. People make mistakes. I always say, I think you see more mistakes in these very tense games when nerves are high. MVP Toxin Tractor is back. Both players now over 4,000 XP. It's 4 buggies. Still collecting from this supply. SiZe, for some reason, just insists on losing that Chinook. Another V goes down. Four buggies. Extra tunnel deployed here. I mean, if SiZe gets level 5, starts using all the support powers in the world, that could do some big damage here, like triple 810 on that, for example. It all comes down to this fight. Where do the buggies go? He's probably scared of a Burton, so he doesn't probably want to send the buggies in. He doesn't have the buggy ammo upgrade. SiZe is trying to clear some tunnels to work up to level 5. I actually think that's a decent idea. But here, you don't want to get picked off by buggies. You probably want to find out which one's getting targeted and send the rest back to try and pick off these buggies. He is going to take a fight. Bus goes down. Bus goes down. Off 1v. I think the Pathfinder just got whatever was inside of there. I think it was just the shaman, you know. I actually have a feeling it was just the shaman in the bus. Got sniped by a Pathfinder. Yeah, the V micro so far, it's been pretty decent for SiZe. That's apart from the first 12 minutes of the game, let's say. First 20 minutes. Here in the last few minutes, it's been all right. SiZe loses a V. He's slowly collecting back at home. Sad for SiZe, he is losing Vs. He's only got 3 left now. Although 2 of them are vet 3. Fargo's insanely close to level 5. Yeah, Fargo is probably spending any money he gets just on additional buggies. I think that's probably what he's going to be building. Yeah, he's not poking with the buggies because he's probably afraid of a Colonel Burton. Imagine you send it over there and then Colonel Burton just wrecks all your buggies. That's probably why. This is SiZe's moment. He's trying to take down the tunnels. He's going to lose a V for it. A10 weakened the palace. SiZe evacs. He's trying to kill that palace. But I think this might be the end for SiZe. I think it is. Fargo's now level 5. Although he doesn't have a CC, but all the Vs now are dead. I think that's it. I think that's it. SiZe only has an ambulance. That's it. GG. Well, you saw how close that was. Imagine he didn't step on all the TNTs. Imagine he didn't have 3 or 4 Chinooks on his main. He actually collected normally. Imagine he got that oil in the top right. Even just one of those things, I think that would have tipped in SiZe's favor. That's how razor close it was. But well played, Fargo. He goes through to the next round. 6-3 is the score. Big SiZe is out of the World Series 2025. Okay, we're stuck on the game over screen. Fargo killed 96 units, SiZe 123. Supplies collected, quite similar. Buildings destroyed, 12. And Big SiZe, 13. Yeah, insanely close, but I swear, if SiZe didn't step on a few of them TNTs in the beginning, then should have been his game, in my opinion. Okay, I'm going to probably show you the... Oh, let's actually... Fargo wants to talk. Let's talk to Fargo. Let's create a Fargo size group in case they both want to talk. Yo, Fargo, congratulations, my man. Are you there, Fargo? Can't hear you.
You can hear me?
I can
You
now.
can hear?
I can now.
Yeah, that was my message. I don't know how much you heard it.
No, what was it?
Yeah. Look.
I can't hear it, Fargo. It's
Oh,
too...
you can't hear it? Okay,
too
never
quiet.
mind. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, it was tough game. I don't know, man. Last game, I thought for a second I'm gonna lose. It was unbelievable. What do you think?
To me, I think that nerves were high. I think there was a lot, probably a few mistakes on both sides. Like SiZe stepping on a few terrorists in the beginning. Then 1 minute I thought SiZe had won, then I thought you'd won. I thought it was back and forth, to be honest.
Yeah. It was lots of good games. I don't know. How did I forget that I was demo in the whatever game it was? That was disgusting. Imagine losing the set because of that game, because that game was obviously mine, if I remember, if I'm demo.
Yeah, you had like 10k at one point, and you could have used Emerald Ambush to reset his army. So I do think that was a throw, as you would say from you.
Yeah, luckily I had a good start with 4-0, because usually most of the time I go from behind against every like decent player.
Yeah.
So yeah, that helped as well. I don't know, not much to say, I guess, but just wanted to say thank you to all of you guys. And I thought I'm gonna retire today, but it's not meant to yet.
Yeah, because a few weeks ago you weren't even in the World Series. You signed up on the day, like even past the deadline. Were you gonna take a few months off, or what was the plan?
No, the plan was totally retire, but that was ridiculous. Like I went to go and check the brackets, because I assumed the brackets will be up and ready, and I was like, oh, because I think you meant to stream earlier, if I'm not mistaken. No, like an hour earlier, or no?
Today?
No. The brackets, like no. You know, once the seedings. Because what happened? I went to on your stream. I wanted to see like if you're streaming, and I wanted to see who's gonna play who. And then I see like your stream is not up yet, and I'm like, for fun, I was like, you know what? Let me just go to Game Replays to see what's happening. And then I see that Nickname said that he extended the deadline for another 2 hours. And then I'm seeing SiZe signed up, and many people asking as well. It's literally, I think, like 20 minutes left before the sign up, if not less. And yeah, that was unbelievable timing. Me and SiZe after deadline signing up.
Yeah, and if you didn't both sign in, we wouldn't have had this epic set with nearly 1,000 viewers. So yeah, good job you did. Yeah, the stream still went ahead at the right time, but the signups ended like 2 hours before the stream. You know, so they could send me who's the players and all that stuff. But they extended it. They reduced my time to see who the players were. They sent me the players at last minute, basically.
Okay, they really baited me and SiZe into it, I guess.
Yeah. But it's worth it, though. We want to see expert players, so.
I mean, luckily SiZe started very slow. I mean, he played really bad first four games, and then SiZe came back to his normal level, I would say. That's how I felt, at least. Like, first 4 games was like, or maybe I played better. I'm not sure what happened, but later I was struggling. He was playing very well.
Yeah. Do you think like Big SiZe is known to start a set quite cold? I don't think he warmed up. Do you think he did that today?
Yeah, I guess he didn't, and I guess he came after work as well. So maybe he's a bit tired from work as well. So all was in my favor, I guess, because I was trying not to play anything, because most of the time I burn out. I play a whole day to warm up, and then I was like, oh, it feels like I'm much worse than I'm playing whole day, and that's what happened many times. So let's see if it's my strategy will work out, because I think it's 1-2 hours is more than enough to warm up, I think.
Yeah, I agree, actually. Yeah, something like 2 hours. I spoke to Staz about it in the past. And he said, yeah, if he plays for like 3 or 4 hours, yeah, you get burnt out. So I agree. 1 or 2 hours is the optimal, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And this time it was 1 hour, and I felt like it wasn't enough, but I guess maybe it was. So whatever.
Yeah. I'm just watching the epic carpet bomb from, you know, the Blue Hole game where you pushed with a massive army.
Yeah.
And then SiZe came in with that carpet. I actually missed it in stream. I looked back and your army was gone. But we just watched it. Just watched it now. Because otherwise, I think if you'd have killed that CC a second quicker and he didn't fire that carpet, I think that was over. Because
I agree. I was so upset. Like, that's another potential throw, because I had such a big army. He cannot do anything with Lexus, and I had lots of Scorpions as well. And that's what happens. Like, this is one of the most important push, you know, you can do. And instead of me maybe pay attention, because carpet can happen at any second. And me, you know, it's a bad habit. Really, this is like when you have a huge army, you really need to pay attention. Forget the main base. If I would pay attention, I think I would have won, because I had like level up quads as well, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, tough.
Yeah, true. Anyway, well played. Congratulations. Good luck in round 3.
Okay. Thank you, Domi. Good luck to you as well. And thanks, everyone.
Cool.
Take
Cheers,
care.
Fargo. See ya. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Okay, then, guys. I'm going to show you the ZH World Series bracket in a second. So if you don't want any spoilers, probably you should log off the stream now. I'm only going to show you this, and then I'm going to end the stream, by the way, so you're not going to miss anything. If we have a look at the bracket. Okay, we're on the bracket. If we look over on the right-hand side, we have Fargo and SiZe there on the right-hand side. I need to zoom in a bit more, apparently. What does this do, by the way? I don't even know what that does. How do we get off that mode now? Go. Don't know how to get back over to the right side now without zooming out. But okay, over on the right-hand side, basically next, Fargo will probably be facing Ninja. Ninja needs to fight Rudwan. Why can't I don't know why I can't go right. But basically, yeah, Ninja and Rudwan need to fight, and then in round number 3. From round number 3, by the way, you're going to see the new map picking system. So there's basically going to be this map pick and ban system. So if you don't want to play, let's say, Excal on Blue Hole, for example, you can like ban Blue Hole. So you can read about it more on this website. All of this you can find out on the ZH World Series website in general. Okay, I'm going to end it there, guys. Cheers to everyone that joined. Cheers for the new donations, new subscribers and stuff. Good luck to all players in the World Series matches. Unlucky to SiZe today. And congrats to Fargo. GG, and I'll see you very, very soon.